Ты здесь будешь такую задержку делать, да? Да. Короче, привет. Добро пожаловать на стрим. Ладно, наверное, просто это настройки этого... Какого? ОБС. Сейчас, секунду, я поставлю музыку. Что я здесь делала? Точно. О, господи. Не, я не соображаю.
You want me on your team? Adventure time. It always rains.
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chingsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Next on the agenda, this is long overdue. Born of ice and frost.
Deflect.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Access denied. Our bond is strong. No touching. I can fix this. Dissipate. Just you wait. My contract goes unfulfilled.
One who is ignorant of water's
Даже
pleasures
Альхайтам
fails
выше
also to
дотягивает.
comprehend its horrors.
Quicker.
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
I'm going in. Out of my way. Stand with me.
Да блин! 50. Сейчас.
As long as rain
Вот так
falls
вот.
and rivers flow, water will exist forever.
Опять фигня.
There have been many poorly written applications lately, I guess.
Add Astra.
This realm. If you ever
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever. Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples.
Ты чего? Если это про то, что я приняла заявку, то да, это случилось.
No. Whatever.
Да не за что. За что благодарить-то? Я платно персонажа смотрю. Знаю, глупость, но я платно смотрю.
Wait.
Hey, Kale and Yula! Oh, Adia is here too! Hey, it's the Traveler and Paimon! How are you? Did you rest well?
Yep, this is a comfortable place to rest. I guess that's one thing here that's better than the desert. But other than that, there's not much going for this place.
Saying things like that isn't going to help, Adia.
But it's the truth. The desert is full of terrible memories for me.
That's a weird way to put it. Actually, I know what you mean. The air here isn't at all like the desert. It's very humid. Almost as if we're in the rainforest.
Everyone looks well rested. If you're ready, we can start making our...
Good luck, everyone! I'll be rooting.
Hold on. I said we, didn't I? No need to say goodbye, because you're coming too.
Huh? But wait, I'm just the mascot.
You can't back out this time, Adia. The manager of the fairgrounds is waiting to see you.
Yes, Kale and I discussed...
The person in charge of it seems to be a Spontamod scholar. A scholar? But what's she doing there?
Oh, I wish there were ley lines here that I could ever study. Anyway...
Его. Ладно, хорошо, погнали. О, господи. Кажись, я вспомнила, зачем сюда брала странника.
This had better be important. The wind rises.
Артём, привет! Добро пожаловать. Как у тебя дела? Ну, вернее, как? Да, еще раз спросить. Нормально. Ой.
Too slow.
А, спасибо, что позвал.
Quit following me.
Это хорошо, что все отлично. У меня здесь очень большая задержка по стриму, поэтому это, если тебе кажется, что я долго не читаю, тебе не кажется просто долгая задержка. Вот.
Too
В
slow.
общем,
Quit
проходим
following me.
ивентик.
Too slow.
Я из-за работы чутка прошла только первое задание. Я еще ничего не собирала вообще. Поэтому мне тут все пока что так себе. Будем вот сегодня проходить много-много-много. Ладно. Ну, я буду только рада, если вы будете у меня сидеть, потому что
Finally, someone has arrived.
это интереснее, чем сидеть одной.
Luna, we've brought Adia with us.
Thank you, Kale. It's been quite some time since I've seen you, Idia. To be honest, I didn't think you'd actually show up. If anything, I thought you'd be curled up somewhere crying alone.
Уже второй... Она уже вторая, кто это говорит.
Hey, you
Похоже,
shouldn't
до
be
этого
saying
было
things
именно
like
так.
that.
Doesn't seem to be the first time Paimon's heard someone say that about Adia, though.
Вот-вот.
You want to see me cry? Fine. I'll stop crying right here.
No, please don't.
Тихо. Ты мощь,
Right,
конечно.
alright, I shouldn't have said that. Now, who are
Блин,
these two?
я и так знала, что ты мощь. Господи.
And Paimon is Paimon.
Блин, очень клево на самом деле.
Lucky for you that I found them. You'd better be more careful about how you speak to them, okay?
Мне, по сути, тоже
Of
все
course.
нужно
Good
закрывать.
to
Мне
meet you. You may call me
настолько
Mimi.
лень,
For
что
the sake of
не
time,
хочу.
we should forego the
Yes.
usual pleasantries.
Я
Please
буду
follow me.
сейчас закрывать вот этот мираж, вот эту бутыляндию, наверное, по интерактиву, чтобы ничего не пропустить. Давай,
Quit following me.
Ваня. Ну, я думаю, будет что, типа... Ты же всегда можешь попрокачивать других персонажей просто так. Чтобы получить крутки стандартные.
Look at that huge tent.
Amazing, isn't it? I helped make it. What fun would a fairground be without a tent, right?
Really? Paimon knew you could... Huh?
What is it, Kale?
Sorry. I'm afraid it might dampen...
That's not important.
Well... There are lots of vendor...
The truth is, this used to be an exciting and bustling place. But just a few days ago, something happened.
Ну зато
and it
весело.
seemed like...
Like...
Я прекрасно понимаю, как это долго делать.
Yes, exactly.
Ну ничего, скоро фонтейн, поэтому работы прибавится чуть-чуть. Самую малость.
Oh,
На целый регион.
Mm-hmm. I remember a certain someone said that we should have beautiful lights to celebrate at a fair, and made us that crystal light. But once the light fell, the tent became a complete mess, and the hydro-idolins were trapped inside. Just when I was at my wit's end, a man from the Lawrence clan came and offered his assistance.
Опа.
Wait, he offered to help you?
Чё? Так,
Yes,
ну-ка.
and he refused to listen to any of my... Yes? And
Yeah, don't leave us hanging!
And that's it. He became trapped inside along with the hydro-idolin.
Oh no, we have to do something!
I know, but the situation inside might be more difficult than you think. You should mentally prepare yourselves. Just talking about it is a waste of time.
since we're already...
All right, this way, please.
В фонтейне будет и новый регион, и водная часть.
There used to be a large stage
Вообще
inside,
дофига
but
всего
after
интересного.
everything got shaken up, it seems the very nature of the entire the lamps
Посмотрим.
and crystal light that were hanging above have all fallen down, which makes repairs near impossible.
И Орликина там
So,
будет.
you mean it's difficult to move around in there?
Yes, mainly because of the light. Do any of you have experience being on stage? Once the stage...
I can't stand that feeling. Having...
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people. And then to have everyone's...
Sounds like you have some things you haven't been able to let...
Please don't laugh. I'm trying my best to change that, but...
No, there's nothing funny about that. And you know what? It's not a bad thing to care when other people are looking.
Да.
That's my opinion anyway.
Фокалорс, конечно, это главная фигура сейчас, самая ожидаемая, мне кажется. После Эолы ее, конечно, скорее всего, будет большинство убивать. Кроме меня. Я явное исключение. Мне Фокалорс показалась такой высокомерной. Высокомерной девушкой. Поэтому она мне не очень понравилась. Хотя и Навилит мне показался таким выскочкой.
You really think I'm that kind of person? Fine. Vengeance will be mine.
No, of course not. All right, please teach me.
Seems there's no need for me to warn you again. Anyway, you just need to open the curtain and you'll be able to see the stage.
Я так и не поняла, что нам нужно делать, ну ладно. Пошли танцевать. Да блин. Не та кнопка.
That's my crystal light. It's been locked up.
Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere
Ну,
around here.
мне так из трейлера показалось, поэтому... А как на самом деле мы посмотрим, конечно, может там вообще все не так, как на самом деле показали. Все? Читай описание из Я бесплатно только для друзей оцениваю. Ибо это... Нефиг. Так, стоп. Что мне нужно? Ага, я вас понял. Нет, зашибись просто. Это я типа так танцую, да? Так себе танец. Но это из аванс. Все равно добро пожаловать на стрим. Я рада каждому зрителю. Я надеюсь, что здесь ты приятно проведешь свое время.
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Mimuna, do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a good time.
Back to the situation at hand, we should probably head into the passageway that opens.
Ладно, не важно, но, блин, почему? Почему мне это показалось настолько веселым?
can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence?
Who are you? Who has...
You sure don't look like you're in any condition to be talking like...
Yep. He's a member of the Lawrence clan, all right. Even though he's...
You? What a... Huh. Have you come here to...
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, now, of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are naturally superior.
Yes, thanks for the reminder.
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone was harsh, but he keeps glancing at you from the corner of his eyes. It's my opinion as the healer that he...
Okay. He's been trapped for so long that it seems he's forgotten how to hold a decent conversation.
Hey, no, wait! Halt! You cannot. Helping me when necessary certainly won't tarnish your prestige. If anything, my embarrassing predicament will be...
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will be enough to talk me into helping you?
Логично.
You should be ashamed for your careless actions. It's because of you that we all had to come here.
Ну, не все, ну ладно.
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan is this way. They'll do anything to save face.
Привет, солнце, спасибо. Добро пожаловать на стрим. Надеюсь, ты весело проведешь время. Тебя так и называют наши русские.
Here you go. One for Eula and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Thanks.
Oh, the smell. It's just like the aroma I smelled coming from the lens.
Yes, that's right. Enjoying something sweet always lightens the mood.
Это правда.
Miss Mascot. I certainly do.
Ну, просто наши русские как-то тебя странно называть. Ну, ладно, если как-то по-другому ты не представишься, окей, буду так звать. О, господи, Идия.
Let me clarify one thing. I don't care what happens to him. If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then...
Eula will never admit that she actually cares about him.
Yeah,
you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then at least give me another piece of candy.
Хорошо, тогда я тебя Клим буду звать, если ты не против.
Sorry, I admit my mistake.
Окей.
I know I've caused heaps of trouble.
И прости, что я так долго отвечаю, у меня очень сильная задержка по стриму.
Why couldn't you have just said that earlier?
I'm back. Oh, have you already finished catching up? Why are you all looking at me?
Ты вовремя.
Nothing. Don't mind us.
All right, then let's clean things up here and keep working our way toward getting the crystal light fixed.
I'll take him and find some place for him to rest.
All right. I'll leave my cousin. You'd better rest up and regain your strength before we...
Так, окей, погнали дальше. Хорошо, это очень хорошо. А то я переживаю. Постоянно люди ходят, когда я не могу ответить, поэтому... Рада, что ты не видишь в этом ничего такого. А, нет, вот. А он только в ту сторону.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can always make different choices.
А, вот она. Зачем так много?
Yes, the lens is made of materials that are easily melted by light.
Is it me or do I smell something sweet here?
Я либо глупый, либо глупый. Я глупый. Да.
A hydroidolin. It must have been trapped in the curtain. But at least it seems to be okay.
Капелька. Господи, какой он счастливый. Еще одна загадка. Блин. Ё-моё. О! Все хорошо? Да. Или нет? Я запутался. Опять. Мне туда линзу надо вставить. Хорошо. Вот это линза. Давай еще раз тогда. Да блин. Во! Ей! Погнали дальше.
A magical tent, after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing before?
И так нужно будет 5 раз подряд. Ну вы же будете со мной, да? Все это время, пока я буду 5 раз подряд это проходить.
Yes, don't worry. The last thing we need to do is, after the stage collapsed, I realized that having it raised only halfway makes...
No, I haven't.
I have. The place is bustling with all kinds of vendors.
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to see that myself. If only it were on the way back.
Оле обязательно нужно с Нилу познакомиться, они определенно...
I would be happy to take you whenever you have time, Eula.
Great. I'll take you up on that.
Они определенно подружатся. Они подружатся так же, как Тигнари с Альбедо подружились.
Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've already been there more times than Paimon can remember.
Really? My father used to help
Ну,
with
слушай,
festivities at the Grand Bazaar.
Вань,
He
зато
always gave me
ты
candy during the
отвлекаешься.
events. I was just a
Зато
kid
как
and
это...
didn't understand anything.
А если еще и
As
Ола
long as he
выпадет,
gave me
то
some
все эти
candy.
старания
To
будут
me,
не напрасны.
fairs and festivals were the best things ever.
Ты
I
кто
always thought my
такой?
father was amazing and wanted to be
Клим.
just like him when I grew up.
But aren't you
Прошу
responding to
прощения, просто
academia?
я на самом деле удивлена,
As far as I
потому
know,
что я
scholars
тебя раньше
seldom could
здесь
spend
не
time
видела
doing anything
на
but
своих
research.
стримах. Но
I
спасибо
thought you
тебе
could have
большое,
time
ты
to
не видишь,
assist
но я
your
просто
father in
показываю
preparing
сердечко.
festivities.
Вот.
Yeah, seems you read me like a book. When I had the choice between becoming who I wanted to be and who my parents wanted me to be, I ended up choosing the latter. But I was never happy about it.
Зель, да все нормально будет.
Opposite of Eula's situation.
Вань, не парься.
You must have
Все
already
будет
realized that.
хорошо.
Why else would you set up all the booths here and make this place like a fairgrounds?
Yes, but I'm still not as happy as I imagined I would be. I realized that attending a fair and running a fair are the main reason my childhood was so fun and carefree is because my father knew how difficult and tiring running a fair could be. But in the end, I didn't do well in either. I gave up on
Я
myself
видела,
and
что ты
resorted to
написала.
investigating ley lines in the desert. Some things happened and then I accidentally ended up here.
Спасибо, Клим.
I finally
Правда.
had a chance to make my
Мне
wish of
действительно
running a
очень
fair
приятно.
come true. But after seeing everything come crashing down, I feel like I've lost the strength to go on.
It's not as bad as you make it out to be, Maimuna. No need to feel so down. You have the courage to change, and you've been actively guiding us on this journey. Someone who's given up on themselves could never do these things.
Oh, Kale.
I understand my situation better than anyone. You don't need to try to comfort me.
It's not that I'm trying to comfort you. It's just that people sometimes don't realize that their actions speak louder than words. Believe me, this is something that I learned from my time together with Eula.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Блин,
Oh, nothing.
как я тебя понимаю в этом вопросе.
Crystal light fixed.
Я сама не понимаю, зачем мне 26 персонажей, кроме Куки. Ну, Куки третья. И вот она нужная. А вот остальные C6, то есть там Юнзы и еще кто-то, кем я не пользуюсь. Нафиг мне не нужны C6. О, господи. Ладно. А что, нельзя отнести? Блин, плохо, что нельзя. Да ё-моё! Как вы так? А я не помню, кстати, кто у меня последний выпадал из четверок. Не помню. По-моему, вот эта малышка. О, ничего себе пыканула. Как вам такой баг? Мне нравится. По-моему, я как раз у меня была последняя, вот она C3. Может быть, потом, кстати, буду ее использовать. Ну и зляки я молчу. Просто молчу. Да и все, в принципе. Мика как был у меня C1, так и остался C1. Просто лапушка на все времена. Следующий дальше будет опять мой. Дальше будет опять мой, но уже... Ага. Сейчас, погодь. Мой, но другой. Там. Сейчас. Не, отсюда достать уже не могу. Да, прикольный, мне тоже понравился. Либо это от перегрева ноутбук так, либо это реально баг. Ну, прикольно. Razer, кстати, я не помню. Он у меня C1. Точно, у меня один раз и стандарт падал. Я помню, что еще мне тогда... Мне Сайна тогда выпал. Я у него взяла крутку, и на ту крутку мне Razer выпал. Вот так это было. Тому я сейчас качаю на новый... Буду качать на новый отряд. Он у меня C3, солнышко. Тома, а ну выходи из дома. Да я поняла, что сгорает. Ну, типа, у меня не получается. Я не знаю, как тут перед... Как его передвинуть. Туда я не попаду. Вот эту линзу я не могу донести. Как мне? Капельку. Да блин. А, вот. А, не в этих... Не в этих. Я не поняла просто это. Что они вот в этих лампах загорают. Да-да-да, все, я поняла, я поняла. Спасибо, Зель. Да блин, да прыгай. Всё. Да блин, как тут даже прыгать нормально?
If we're going to raise the crystal light, then we need to open the top of the tent.
Всё. Или не всё? Не всё. О, все. Теперь точно все. Ей! Все зажглось! Ура! Какая красота! Красиво, красиво, красиво. Привет, идея.
I was starting to wonder what was taking you so long. I'm pretty good at taking care of people. Seems I found...
I don't know if I should be worried for him or...
The shadow. It's massive.
Что с тобой?
Shadow just now.
Солнце, что с тобой?
Seems he's still...
Of course. With a team like the Traveler, Paimon, Kale, and Eula, they're at least 40 times more reliable.
Эй,
than
не
you
надо.
ever were.
Не надо так говорить.
Times more reliable? That means he's still pretty good then.
I guess it's impossible to feel like you've lost once you've already given up. I'm a little concerned about how
Да.
comfortable you are with that.
Ну, могу на твой пойти.
What has happened?
Там все
How
равно...
did I get outside of the tent?
Что у нас получается?
That's right. I remember meeting you.
Блин, я на твоем аккаунте не на компьютере зашла, а на
My
телефоне.
head.
Oh, you're awake now. Don't worry. That's just a side effect of your treatment, Lessig.
I'm afraid I
Хорошо,
still
я
feel
тебе
a
там
little
покручу,
disoriented.
только придется твою помощь снова.
Lessig Lawrence.
Oh, it's you.
Попросить.
All right, I'll do it. I'll come back to Mondstadt with you and...
Interesting. Now you want to talk. Seems like you've had a change of heart. In that case, maybe you'll be able to explain everything in
Не
detail
надо
for
мне
us
ничего
now.
делать.
I admit it, yes. I came here in hopes
Проходим?
of finding a way to
Что это
restore
такое?
the Lawrence clan to its former glory. But it was a long journey, and I didn't always know the way. I passed through Liyue and Sumeru. There was even a time when I lost my wallet and had... But the peculiar thing is, I realized that nobody knew. You and I are like glass pawns that were raised in shackles. We were taught to act such pompous, hateful, and stubborn teaching. It all it's like a never-ending game of tug of war, but it is meaningless.
Everything he said is true. Your family is probably unaware that you've already changed how you see things.
Yes, this has all happened recently. After coming to this
Не
domain,
надо,
I
не
realized
надо,
the
не
monster
надо, не
that I
надо.
want is one we're
Не
not
надо
even
хуярить саму
fears.
себя.
All that I and many other members of the Lawrence clan long for is
Это...
a place where we can live peacefully with.
Lessig,
Ну, сначала
both
пройти
you and I
ивент
never had
нужно
anything to do with the
здесь,
glory
на
of the
моем
Lawrence clan.
на основе.
That is all in the
Потом
past.
я на твой
You're
пойду
just
и
ordinary
вот
people.
прошу. Нужно
I
будет
originally planned on
найти
returning to Mondstadt after taking.
See?
те данные, которые ты
Yes,
мне
that's
давала.
Right. How to find
Давал.
truth
Господи,
is
почему я все еще
probably one of the most difficult research
хочу
topics of all.
тебя
I have
в
a suggestion
женском
for you, Lessig. Why
роде
don't you
назвать?
return to Mondstadt and tell
А,
your
Вань,
parents what you just told us?
наверное, потому что ты зелье зовешься.
They'll probably try to tear me limb from limb. But
This is something that I've been thinking about too. The Lawrence clan is just like this stage. It was once home to glorious performances, but those days are...
She's so solid and tough, but also clear and open, like an ice cube.
Are you all done talking now?
Yes,
Да,
I
вроде
think
бы.
so. By the way, that is for you.
Что это такое?
Oh, it's one of the missing components. Wait.
Well, you didn't ask. All right, I admit it. I
Все в
forgot
порядке,
about it.
Стунс.
Okay, we'll let the traveler hold on to it for now.
Вань, это ж нехорошо, не надо так к себе относиться.
It looks
Так только я могу говорить.
Have we seen one of these before? Ah, right. I also bought a similar.
Yes, people often use this kind of box for candy at festivals. This was one of them, but now that the tent has been repaired, we no longer need eating the candy from the box as an adult will never be as delicious as it was when you were a kid. But if you really think about
So when it comes down to it, eating candy is sort of.
So, as of now, we've already I'm sorry that repairing the tent took so much of...
Ахахонушки, погнали! И что? Ну, типа, R5 только... Ты ж так много над ним кропел.
Oh, you
Ну
bet.
да.
I trust your adventures to the forest went smoothly. Yep, you could say that. How about you? Up to anything today? Well, I suppose it's time I told you that as the divine priest, the truth is that a relic known as the Shinro casket was looked at recently. An orb matching the relic's description suddenly began emitting light. Almost as if it was... I wasn't lying when I said that. Goro has often told me that sitting at home reading light novels is not the best of practices.
Молодец, Гора, правильно говорит.
As I made my way from Watatsumi Island to Sumeru, I enjoyed a variety of breathtaking sights. I was surprised to find that the relic had ended up in the desert. I knew it, though I feel that Idia was not intentionally trying to hide anything from us. Now that you mention it, a lot did happen to...
Блин, главный герой так здорово улыбается. Я не знаю, почему-то до этого это как-то не было заметно, что он вообще, в принципе,
Did you
улыбается.
also happen to find
А
any
теперь
clues
это
related to
как-то
this
очень
family?
хорошо заметно, не
I'm
знаю.
afraid that he was
Может,
caught
это
up in
я
his
просто не
thoughts and didn't pay
замечала.
attention to his surroundings.
Либо реально что-то разработчики
Before the
такое
world
сделали,
was
что
flipped
теперь
upside down,
эмоции главного героя лучше видно, и они более понятные.
Oh, I hope we're not interrupting your conversation. It's all right. You two did a lot today. Care to join me for a cup of tea? Sure. That would be perfect. Eula and I just made some snacks.
Turns out Idia has a cooking stove and oven. Seriously, why didn't she mention it?
Oh, so did you make a...
No, I made something called storm crust pie. You should try one, traveler.
Не надо спойлеров.
I made some pita pockets.
Я знаю об этом, но не надо спойлеров.
It should taste great with tea.
Я не все читаю просто.
I should call you General.
Поэтому, типа, вот об этом я знаю, но о многом другом я не знаю, потому что я просто скипаю эту информацию в сообществе ванильки. Поэтому не надо спойлерить, пожалуйста. Типа, я знаю все про персонажей, которые там будут, но я знаю про то, что нас будут судить. Все, я больше ничего не знаю. Вот, так что... Цыц!
I would be happy to. By the way,
Oh, him. You
Не поверят, ты права. Так. А Тимми-то чем тебе не угодил?
There have been many poorly written applications lately.
Ё-моё.
I'll just have to reject them all.
Не-не-не-не-не, дайте я сначала закончу сюжетку ивента. Все остальное я буду проходить потом. Завтра, наверное. Завтра хочу, знаете, весь день стримить. Примерно.
Wait.
С 8 до 12. Ты видела, что там собачки в штанах? Ты это видел? Я была в шоке, когда это увидела в трейлере. Блин, собаки в штанах и в этих, в жабо. Нет, они в штанах с жабо и с вот этими рукавами пышными. Во-первых, это очень красиво на самом деле. Во-вторых, что, блин, у них там происходит в фонтейне? Так, нет, вниз куда-то.
Really? You do that? Oh,
no, really, it's all right. We won't.
Yes, and to be completely fair.
Oh, what happened? Did Paimon miss something?
Hello, you two. Lessig was just telling.
Perhaps you should. I'm afraid it was I who caused all this.
yes.
To be precise, I saw a most exquisite water orb at the entrance of the domain. It reminded me. I was curious if it could rotate, so little did I know that it was the core of this entire domain.
It's not just your fault. I failed in my responsibility.
Oh, you mean the big ball of... Yes, that's the one. Anyway, after giving it some thought, Lessig had... But we were concerned he wouldn't be able to handle it all alone. So Eula and I will also stay here to lend him a hand.
But don't be
Привет,
mistaken.
милиция Кутровская. Как видишь, я прохожу ивентик. Сначала я буду на этом аккаунте проходить, потом на некоторых других. Вот, добро пожаловать на стрим, и надеюсь, что тебе здесь понравится. Я очень рада новым зрителям. И не обращай внимания, что я так долго отвечаю на сообщения. У меня просто очень большая задержка на стриме, поэтому до тебя очень долго будут доходить мои слова.
Either way, Lessig is going to be in charge.
Yes, I'll do my.
What was that?
No, I mean, thanks everyone for giving me a chance to.
Very good. But you should conserve your strength. Many parts of the domain.
Seems Adia has a little more pep in her step after finding others to help do the work.
Now that you three are situated, we can focus. I'll go gather the others. We should get ready to leave as soon as possible.
And there she goes. Maybe this is how it feels to be in...
Погнали! Да, теперь все открыто. Let's go! Кто? Нафиг! Кто? Не, конечно, здрасте, привет, добро пожаловать в мой мир, но я забыла выключить. Я реально забыла выключить вход в мир свободный. Мне же не засчитается, извини. Так, кто? Да, знаю, идея только. Знаю, только ты не пиши ничего. Пожалуйста. Здравствуйте. Капельку отвлекаешь? Капельку. Ладно, окей, давайте послушаем. Вот я тут рядом встану, два анема мальчика. Я вот так вот похлопаю. Здорово. Вот, аплодисменты. Весь чат, давайте аплодисменты. Человеку. Сама так не умею, поэтому очень рада, когда кто-то так делает. Клево, очень клево. А теперь я забыла, куда нам идти. Сейчас посмотрим. Да, блин. Вот. Точно. Нам вон туда. Вот да, вот аплодисменты просто. Это шикарно просто. Ой. Ну, полетели, что ли? Блин. Пока что все это игнорирую, потому что я потом с интерактивкой. Потому что мне лень это делать без интерактивки. Потому что потом я не найду это.
Following me. Too slow.
Да блин, харе, ошибки. Из-за этой ошибки я не вижу чатик.
Where are we going now? We're going to retrieve the last missing component. My working theory is that the director listed on the sign has it.
No details slips by our general.
What's a director? A director is a kind of job. The one we're looking for is named Zosimos. Zosimos is responsible for managing everything that happens on the stage, similar to how Idea is responsible for managing the whole realm.
Wow! The director doesn't get out much.
What?
He's almost always cooped up in his treehouse making props or writing scripts.
Не-не, я именно ленивая. Вот. Чего? Милиция, ты чего? Что это такое?
But I'm trying to remember now. Huh? You don't Hey, don't forget!
I believe it's that way. Though he might prefer to be alone. Given he often has to move stage props, I suspect that he lives near the theater. And having a view of the entire stage would be, so if I were him, I'd probably...
But how do you know which director?
Simple. The overall layout and decorations look more exciting in that direction.
Oh, good point! Why didn't I think of that?
Чего тебе понятно, Клим? Мне стрёмно, потому что... Чух-чух! Было бы забавно. Ни. Привет, копеечки! Чего? Мне страшно. Не пугай меня так, солнце. Мявк. Я все-таки свалилась. Сюда? Походу. Да, сюда. Привет.
Where did that blasted automation mechanism go? The male actor who's that? Idea?
Не переживай, Вань, я потом все это буду собирать.
This is a surprise. I was sure you'd be...
Curled up in a fetal position, crying to yourself?
Wow, what a fascinating little creature. Did you just...
Нет, просто ты третий, кто так говорит.
No, Paimon's no mind reader. Just call it an adjective.
2 раза мы слышали.
It seems everyone shares a similar opinion about you, Idea.
I knew from the start that a managerial role wasn't for me. But I found my true calling now. As a mascot!
И она так, таким грустным лицом сказала это.
Is that a new role? I don't remember casting you for that.
Okay, enough about me. I'm just here to introduce you to some new friends of mine.
У меня тоже ее нет.
And that's why we came to see you. Well, do you have the component that...
I do. I'm afraid the incident has caused many malfunctions with the stick.
Okay, so you're holding the component ransom till we help you fix the mechanism.
Господи, деталь в заложниках.
Till we fix the stage, sure.
I'd have thought he wants us to make some more. Or maybe the component
Я
is
думаю,
broken and we need to fix it.
Кли тут права.
You're all forgetting that the majority of his work involves writing scripts.
What has gotten into you all? What sort of person? Although I was hoping that... you're a big group. I have lots of roles to fill.
A show? That's I want to help.
Кли только за, да и я тоже за, господи! Я как любитель выступать на сцене обожаю подобные в играх, поэтому я только за.
Also, truth be told, I've hit a bit of a roadblock and suddenly I got my muse back. I don't...
Huh? You mean that story?
Да-да-да, я в курсе, и у Кли,
Are you serious? You
и
really
у
think you
Кей
finished it?
тоже. Ну,
Yes,
у Кей
really.
еще и
Just give me a little
это,
time.
встрече,
I'll write it all up.
в его
In the
встрече будет.
meantime, I'll leave things to you, Idea.
Whoa. And he's off to write this.
Zosimos has always wanted to write an epic story about a thief and a mage. Why don't you all take some time for yourselves while I see what I can do? We'll reconvene after the director finishes the script.
Блин, это так клево, господи.
A director, my friends, is a storyteller. And the key ingredient to every good story is inspiration. The moment I laid the heroine was the missing piece of the puzzle. Well, is everything...
Director Zosimos?
Let me see. Ah, that's sojourn. It means to stay.
Oh, wait. There's another word I...
It's okay, Klee. We can go through your lines together if you...
That would be most appreciated, Kaya. I had a feeling about you, actually. You seem to know a thing or two about...
Нет, он просто очень любит играть в игры.
You're too kind. It's all in the script, really.
Oh, you think so? Well, you definitely have an... If I make it as a big-time director, then I can see us working...
Он рыцарь, не трогайте его!
Stay in touch, okay?
What can I say?
Great. Fantastic. Now then, please go through your scripts one more time. But don't just... If you need me for anything...
Сейчас прочитаю все ваши сообщения. Просто мне очень-очень интересно.
Wonder what the theaters are like here.
Удачи, Кли. Давай, удачки. Надеюсь, что у тебя все будет хорошо.
Too slow.
Какая красота.
The wind rises.
Прекрасный ивент. Последние ивенты, вот этот и с этим... Господи. Со священным призывом семерых был вот 2 шикарных ивента подряд. Это прекрасно, просто прекрасно. Минравки. Я уверен, что как-то туда по-другому можно забраться. Я тебе прыгну, сказал. Пасть. Милиция. Просто любопытно, насколько долго? Просто ты уже вторая, кто мне это говорит за сегодня, и поэтому я не понимаю, откуда вы. То есть я вас раньше здесь не видела, и Клима, и тебя. Кто? Извините, что спрашиваю, просто любопытно. Поиграть со мной в прятки? Нет. Не надо со мной играть в прятки. Вот один. Вон Вон я вижу второго. Вот я вижу третьего. Не, ладно, мне сам ивент с прятками понравился, но вот так я не люблю. Это просто случайно получилось. Удачи тебе, солнце. Мелисса, удачи тебе. Надеюсь, у тебя все будет хорошо. Сейчас. Тогда потом. Говорят, что умный в гору не пойдет, умный гору обойдет, а я явно тот умник, который пойдет в гору. Давай, залезай! Ты почти залез! Блин. Все, теперь точно залезу. Эх, мы не сюда. Но я как обычно. Не сюда? Да, не сюда. Вот куда мне. Нет, или мне... Нет, не сюда. Дошло. Но мне не сюда. Да харе. Я чатик не вижу из-за этой ошибки, которая появляется. Как же они прикольно поют. Харе! Что это за ошибка дурацкая? Белочка. Та самая, блядь, белочка, с которой я мучаюсь сейчас постоянно. Кстати, сколько у меня их? 17 всего лишь. А мне нужно до хрена на тарталью. О, господи. Вот как так получилось? Объясните мне. Я не в курсе, откуда у меня 18 этих камушков. 18 этих, 9 этих и 7 этих. Откуда? Скажите мне на милость. Я не понимаю, откуда они у меня. Просто не понимаю.
Where did it go? I put it right here.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two. Please, come here. Feast your eyes on this stage. I designed
Но
it
это же
myself.
от твоего нового, наверное. От старого у меня есть твоего.
Directors have to design the stage?
Oh, I'm no order.
Sounds like a lot of work.
От старого твоего мне только кот от тебя
That
нужен.
kind of job.
Idea has her work cut out for her too, you know. She's my one and only member of the audience, though she often criticizes my shows. Well, she just says what she thinks. You don't know how to write, or this is getting ridiculous. I think it's because I used... But even though she's my harshest critic, she's also been my biggest supporter in a lot of ways. I guess you could say she's like my agent. I'm very grateful
Ну
to
да,
her.
когда я буду
I've
заходить.
always dreamed of being a director, but I've never had the chance until I came here.
So, what did you do before you came here?
Like I said, I dreamed from a young age. Every time I came home after a show, I'd go over the story. Unfortunately, I couldn't offer much beyond my practical skills, so I ended up spending most of my time as a prop designer. Don't get me wrong, I do love building the set, but nothing satisfies me more.
No wonder you only wrote director on the sign.
Exactly. You're not doing a great job of convincing me. By the way, could I ask you for your help with something?
The one you only just finished writing?
Yeah. After I handed everyone their copies, if it's not here, then it might... But... I still have some things to do to get the stage ready.
No problem. We'll find it.
Сейчас найдем. Не впервой, как говорится.
Quit following me.
Ага, я понял. Нет, я не понял, как мне туда забраться.
The wind rises.
Нет, я не понял, как мне туда забраться. Вот она. Вот этот клевер.
Whoa! Look at all these books! Now, where's the master script? Oh, it sounds like a water droplet is on the second floor. Let's go have a look.
А, тут лестница. Да. Я вас понял. Я вас понял, я вас понял.
Wow, this is a lot of scripts. Looks like the water droplet has been managing them for the director. Most of them look like works in that's finished. Okay, let's look for. This is the only script that fits the bill. Plus, it looks pretty new. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos. Zosimos, we got your script.
Ah, thank you. That's a huge help. I'm running out of time here. There's no way I'll be able to fix everything up Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters.
You don't sound very confident.
It's true. I realize now that even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every time. Okay. The truth is that my sets are composed entirely of preprints. First, I use materials to make the objects. Now, of course, preprints are really meant for making objects to furnish the domain. So using objects to create preprints, but Idea said that if this is what I really...
So that's what you meant earlier.
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set and help move props around during the performance. The reason is...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. If you're busy directing, moving the props...
Yes. I know that I'm even if it really is a half-baked script, with shoddy writing and moments of sheer ridiculousness. I'd still like...
Hard to turn a guy down after a speech like that.
Thank you. Genuinely.
Конечно, мы тебе поможем. Мы всем помогаем.
Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me?
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll, you know.
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
Блин, клевая фигурка. Что мне теперь делать?
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
Light. A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Привет, Миксфикс. Дела нормально, вот прохожу ивент. Добро пожаловать на стрим, и надеюсь, тебе здесь понравится.
Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky.
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, the desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors.
Загляни в описание! Загляни в описание, там... В общем, это просто платная услуга, поэтому...
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
Могу, но... монетка. Я только друзьям бесплатно все.
The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and its light is long gone.
Bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
and so the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
Ugh, I must have forgotten to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, total oversight on my part. What a pain.
Oops.
I can help! Traveler, catch! It's a Jumpy Dumpty!
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard. For a Jumpy Dumpty who was passing by
Неплохо.
to clear a path for her.
Прикольно.
Thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
The mage took pity on the girl and handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The fiery mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Klee, quick, get in the light.
She was an extraordinary mage with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
Oh me, oh my! Look at this wonderful bottle of mine! It could make a fine toy! But better still, a sojourner's home!
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one single wish outside its glass walls.
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it?
it up?
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself. After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
A magic bottle that can grant wishes. And I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then, the bottle seemed to softly inquire.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her. When the Dagger Bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
Honoring the bandit's request, the girl wished for light inside the bottle, and sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the Dagger Bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty well.
Прикольно.
Mr. Honorary Knight! Didn't I do great? I felt like I really won. Wow, great costume, Glee! As soon as Paimon saw your shadow, she thought straight away, what a cute hat! Glee loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosimos! Oh, wait, no, I mean,
Mr. Director? Ha! No one's ever called me that before. Thank you.
Miss Adia said that she tailored it a little bit so it would fit me. Yeah, that's amazing! And it sounds like Adia did a...
It was nothing really. Just one of those, oh no, whatever shall I...
Sewing is an art in its own right. You're more
Дикая.
Oh, I'm just gonna go for a second.
Она покраснела, господи, как это мило, я не могу.
She gets embarrassed so easily.
Idea's a sensitive person and doesn't have a whole lot of
Don't worry. I'll go make sure she's okay.
So, what did you all think of the play?
Huh? Uh-oh. Time to get serious.
Oh, absolutely. I had the courage to ask, didn't I? So, don't mince your words. Go ahead.
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell that you ran out of inspiration. The characters were honestly a little bit ridiculous. Paimon didn't get what you were
Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would add that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1,000 Nights, all semblance of a coherent was sacrificed.
Miss Adia, what are you
doing? Oh, you know, I return like the tide when...
Especially when it has to do with
But there was one thing I liked about it. Just one. You think so? I thought I was letting him off lightly.
Idea, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism.
Бедняга.
Okay, in that case, Paimon did have...
Let's hear it. Taking criticism on the chin is all...
The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was... And doesn't anyone else find it weird how her whole community was on the run? But she was...
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage.
What a great attitude. You don't seem upset.
I wouldn't say I'm completely unaffected, but you're...
Still, now that Paimon thinks about it, you did finish the script in a bit...
That's perfectly fine. Nothing... We all use our imaginations when we're kids, right? I used to play with dolls and my own cardboard cutouts by the light of an oil lamp. Fast forward to now, and in many ways, I'm still that same little kid. Lying on his bed, making sound effects. Of course, a director can accomplish nothing without a...
Hey, don't mention it!
Okay, here, take this. Your...
It's the bottle from the show! The one that lit up!
That's right. Can you guess the secret behind...
Oh, maybe...
Bingo! You guessed it.
Господи, как мило!
Trick? Oh, wait, this needs tightening up a little. Hold on. This will only take a second.
Костюм Кэй, ребята!
This outfit's more fashionable than I imagined.
Excuse me, everyone. Do you have a moment? Especially you, Zosimos. Idea wants to do...
A dream come true?
Yes. She said that as useless as she is, she wants to do something for you. Her words, not mine. I have to disagree, though. I have never thought of Idea as...
How is this If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da!
Господи, какой же красавчик. Я не могу.
Cool! Kaya's turned into the real Dagger Bandit!
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's just a prototype costume. Is he that easy to please?
Don't be silly. If I know our director, nothing will make him happier than to see...
Well, then I'm happy to oblige.
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes before landing on this one. It just needed some tailoring to fit properly, so I made a few stitches.
Oh, it's perfect. Idea. I'm so touched. Thank you all. You've made me happier than I ever thought I could be.
Господи, как мило. Я не могу.
How are you doing? Recovered?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, please, don't mention it. Well, now that we have the final
Can I keep wearing my costume?
Please do. By all means. Both of you can keep your costumes.
Yay! Kaya, keep wearing yours. I agree with our mage. I'm sure it's not every day you get to play such an unforgettable...
Sure. I think I can be a bandit for a little longer.
Bye, Mr. Director.
Take care, my dear friends.
Господи, а как мило. Я не могу. Куда? Зачем так далеко? Я не знаю, я ловлю дикий кайф с костюма Кэй. Не только потому, что я очень-очень люблю Кэю. Я реально ловлю дикий кайф. Просто я кайфую с этого. Но ему очень идет этот костюм.
Oh, you and Kale! You got back before us!
Yes. Idea had the water droplet send us a message just as the show was coming to an end, so we came back here to wait for you.
How is Lessig doing?
He finished all the maintenance work, but it took a lot out of him. He's now fast asleep in his room.
Oh, I feel a little guilty.
Consider it his atonement. It's only fair that he had to do something constructive before being able to sleep soundly. Seriously, don't waste your concern on him.
If you say so. Okay, without further ado, let's go and fix the domain!
Isn't this where we first met Water Droplet?
Correct! The core of the Valerian Mirage is the largest streaming projector of all, and this domain is one gigantic preprint.
Whoa, so everything we've seen is created by this? That's incredible! So, to fix it, same process as usual, right? Do we need to use the preprint?
Exactly! Well done! You catch on quick!
It's hard to forget after doing it so many times now.
Let's get going! This is the final step!
Yay! Suddenly Paimon's really excited!
The hub consists of these components. All you need to do is place them onto the foundation in the right shape.
The right shape?
Oh, don't worry about it. Close enough will do, as long as it can spin.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax.
We did it! But why isn't it turning?
The components are back in the core, and the hub is... That's all we needed to do. Like any wound, it just needs time to heal. It'll probably just start turning...
Really? I thought that with your special abilities, you could get it turning again right away.
What?
Huh? All of us are dying to see it. Not just how the domain looks when... I want to see Adia using her magic powers too! What are you guys talking about? And how is Clea...
They're referring to our mascot's true form.
As I've said all along, there's much more to Adia than she gives herself credit for. Did you notice right away, General? I only found out when I was chatting with you.
So our general was the first to notice. It seems...
I'd say the same about you, Kaya.
What the... All of you know? It's just... For people who stumble upon this place by accident, I think my current form is more approachable than my true one.
What? What is it? And whatever it is, how the heck does everyone know about it? Well, for one thing, I sensed then my mind started to wander as I was reading a storybook. And suddenly, I had a thought.
You hit the nail on the head. All right, in that case... I am an Oceanid who was exiled here when the former Hydro Archon passed away. My name is Adia.
Wow,
You should be.
Come on. Wait. So does this mean that all...
I'm guessing that the human counterparts to these Hydro alter egos are long.
That's right. When they wanted to leave, the components are in fact gifts that they gave to me, but I'm always curious about what brings people here. So I used the
power to grant wishes, but only...
Exactly.
It's a truly extraordinary light.
I've just realized something. When the components fell from the core, it appeared as if they had returned. It was after the components landed where they did that their owners and... So now that the components have been retrieved...
Don't worry, they'll be quite safe. However much we might criticize each other or get into scuffles.
I had so much fun in the choo-choo cart and hanging out with... Me neither. I'll always remember my...
Very good. But it's probably time I set this wheel in...
This one's all yours, Adia. Please...
That's strange. Oh, crumbs. Not now. Not right off the... Someone get me a bottle. I'm hiding my...
You're already...
What now? This was the only way. Yes, General Sangonomi?
If it's okay with you, would you let me borrow the...
The Shinro cask. Here. Is this it?
Wow! Ahu, it's the relic that Kokomi mentioned earlier! It was once a ritual vessel used for making offerings in the Moon Shrine. It's made from the remains several centuries ago. The relic was lost when the last prefect of Yashiori died in battle. Its final resting place was unknown. The pearl that goes with it should be able to sense the casket's location. But when, unbeknownst to anyone at the time, the casket disappeared inside the core of the Valyrian Mirage, the pearl's light died out. Huh? How come?
Well, imagine it was a sound instead of light. If the room is too big, you can't hear anything from outside the door, can you?
Oh, I get it now. The shell must have been having too much fun one day and got locked in the solitary confinement room.
I understand now, too. The core has been wearing out recently. That's why you were able to follow the pearl all the way here.
To get back to the story, without the offerings at the shrine, this vessel quickly loses its power. Yet countless people who have visited this domain brought their wishes with them and left a small piece of themselves behind along with their gifts. These have the same effect as the offerings at the shrine.
Wow! I never knew this thing was so powerful.
Макви, смотри в описании, я не делаю бесплатную Пандору.
But what do I do with it?
It's simple. We just need to awaken it by telling it what we wish for. For example, my name is Sangonomiya Kokomi, the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. And my wish is to use my critical thinking and strategic planning skills to bring a little more joy into the lives of my fellow Watatsumi Islanders, as well as the lives of everyone I cherish. Itia, what do you wish for?
Me? My wish is that all those who have sojourned to the Valyrian Mirage in the past will achieve what they truly wish for. Not just in this domain, but out there, too. Even though I know full well that trying to build a railway in the outside world is just a pipe dream, and that Maimuna will probably just go back to being a scholar. And I know that Zosimos has a lot of improving to do as a playwright. It's going to be tough for him back in Fontaine. Chasing your dreams is hard work. Despite all of that, I still hope. achieve their dreams.
Okay, the combined power of our hopes and dreams is at your disposal.
Look! The wheel's been fixed!
Come on, hurry!
Очень мило.
Everyone's praise and curious questions went to my head. I said so many things I'm so ashamed of, and I...
Please don't say that. Yeah, and you weren't granting wishes for yourself. I have friends like that too. Other people's hopes and dreams are what motivate them. They'll work hard if you ask me. That's one of the most...
Please, no more praise. I'm really not comfortable with it. It makes me feel so ashamed. Someone like me doesn't deserve so many people.
Well, at least the domain is fixed now, and all the components are back in place.
What's the matter, Klee?
I suddenly have loads and loads of more wishes. I want to ride the... Is there a way to get up on top of the wheel?
There is a way, but there's only space for a very few people.
That's okay. I can go up by myself. But it'd be more fun with Mr. Honorary. Are we sure about this? What happens if we fall off? Well, yeah, but...
А у меня есть планер.
Worried for you.
Don't worry, I'll be there to make sure no one falls off.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Squall Fury!
You you even want this?
Колесо обозрения такое.
Next time you need to bring Kaya and the others up here. Sure thing. Whenever people have to leave this domain, I like to come up here and spend some time alone after I've seen them out. They're always overjoyed when they first arrive and start bringing their imaginations to life. But once they realize that they can't take anything home with them, they get upset. Some of them can't bear to leave. Others regret ever setting foot in this place.
Do you ever get sad, Idia?
I feel lonely at times, but not sad. A lot of people destroy everything they created before leaving, but some don't, like the residents you met. Before they left, they asked me to make replicas of themselves using hydro-eidolons. Then they tasked these replicas with maintaining everything they built here, as if this was their way of keeping their dreams alive.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how they're faring in the outside world, but just the thought that one day they might achieve their dreams and live on the outside just as their counterparts do in here, that's enough to make me happy. It feels like I'm here waiting for them in the future, where they've achieved everything they wanted. Really? I just think that every dream, every wish is like whether someone is still working towards their dream or as long as whenever they think back to that spark of light.
Well, I feel super happy right
Then I guess I finally paid Alice back after all these years. Funny to think I've been in the middle of a death.
Time for Paimon to give you a nickname! Mud Fairy! Watch out for—
How dare you mock me! Roar! I'll gobble! I'm still embarrassed to have shown you my uglier side, but I'm glad the Valorium Mirage is up and running again. This place is going to be
Yep! I want to get everyone for one last ride on the choo-choo.
Squall and Fury.
Все. Все.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Wait. Huh?
Seems Jean wants our help with something. We should go pay a visit to the Knights of Avonius when we have a moment. Wonder what's up this time.
Paimon and the Traveler. I've been waiting for you.
Whoa, looks like Jean wasn't the only one waiting for us. Klee and Kaya are here too.
Oh, it's Paimon and Miss Honorary Knight. It's been so long.
Ah, look who it is. You've caught me completely off guard this time. But then again, it's always a pleasant surprise when you two show up.
Guess we were so excited to see Jean again that we forgot to knock. I hope we didn't start. Wait a sec. You weren't talking about anything that we're not supposed to hear, were you? Hey, stop pretending like we're doing food deliveries.
It's been a while since we last met, but I can see you two haven't changed one bit. Don't worry, we weren't discussing anything confidential. In fact, we were just talking about you.
Maybe we should let the star of the story explain it in their own words.
Yeah! Let me tell it! Let me tell
days ago, I was reading Todoko Tales in the solitary confinement room.
Flying through the window?
Like a bird does. It was flapping it said, well...
You couldn't understand? Then it must have been
Kaya?
Just saying. We don't want to let a teachable moment slip.
Okay, I know. Anyway, Mommy is busy these days and can't take you out to play. But there's good news. I have a friend who...
Oh, so the letter's from Alice!
In principle, yes. But the issue...
The letter says that Mom's friend lives in Sumeru.
The Knights of Favonius could never agree to send Klee off to Sumeru on her own. But Klee is rather intent on...
Yeah, I really want to go.
You see? So we were wondering, who can we send with her on the journey?
Oh, so that's why you wanted to see it.
I do apologize, but Klee gets along with you so well. We couldn't think of a more suitable...
Sure, we can do that.
Can you really miss Honorary Knight? Yay! With Miss Honorary Knight around, Klee's not...
See? I told you that she'd agree. In that case, we'll...
And you too, Kaya. You should join them. I noticed you quietly completed that backlog of paperwork we had. You deserve the chance to unwind a little.
Oh, so you noticed. Well then, I suppose I have no reason to refuse.
Great! Things will go even more smoothly with Kaya around.
Don't worry. Mom's letter had a magic invite inside. Mom says we just have to all shout out where we want to go.
Wow! Well,
it only works 3 times though, so we should only use it when we really...
3's plenty. 1 for the way there, 1 for the way back, and 1 extra, just...
Sounds very mysterious. I still think we should use it sparingly. After all, we don't know the exact location of where we'll be headed, or what dangers we may encounter on the way. Here's what I suggest. Traveler, you're well connected. I'm sure you must have friends who are familiar with It'll give us a chance to test out the magic invite.
That kinda makes sense. And since it has 3 uses, there's no point letting one of them go to waste.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Paimon. So, do you have a particular contact in mind?
Well, we need someone who's familiar with Sumeru and can be our guide. So, sounds like we need a forest ranger. And everyone knows that the best place to go looking for a forest ranger is a little place called... That's the one. Maybe we can get Tainari to help us.
All right. Gandharvaville it is.
Okay. I'm happy wherever we go, especially...
We should be on our way then.
Yes. Let the wind lead. I wish you a safe journey. And Klee...
I know. I'll be careful, I promise.
Great! Okay, here goes nothing. Gandharvaville!
Gandharvaville.
Grand Arbor Hill!
Huh? No, it's not a hill! We made it. Paimon was sure we were about to end up someplace.
Sorry, it was an...
It's okay, Klee. Good news is this match...
Fascinating. One moment we're in Mondstadt, the next we're in Sumeru.
So this is where Mom's friend lives? Wow! There's...
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Sumeru's full of... Like, Oh, yeah.
Listen carefully, Klee. Those jumping mushrooms are called fungi. They may look cute, but if you get...
Really? Okay, well, I'll hit it and then I'll hit it with the hood on my jacket, too.
As long as playing with hats doesn't escalate to playing with bombs. But Klee's our friend, so we should be able to convince her to. I'll be extra careful. That's very good of you, Clee. Yep, I'm super grown up. I'm already. Okay, Spark Knight. Well, keep up the good work, because very soon we'll be introduced. Hey, look! It's Kale! Huh?
I've definitely heard the other forest rangers mention somebody dressed like that before.
I see. Then it looks like my suspicions are correct. Who do we have here?
Traveler and Paimon! Huh? Oh, Kaya and Klee are here too!
Hi, Kale. It's been ages.
Kale, Yua! What are you two doing here? Well, that question's really more for
Ира,
Yuka.
посмотри в описании
What a
к стриму.
coincidence. I didn't
Я
expect to
все
run
это
into a
делаю
fellow
по...
Favonian captain this far from Mondstadt. How's the vacation going?
Seriously? Bring the whole crew, why don't you?
Is it just Paimon, or does Yua not look particularly thrilled right?
Oh, cool! Great idea!
If you're trying to accommodate me, there must be some
But earlier you...
Great. Well, I'm sure there's a fascinating reason behind why you're all...
If you must know, it's a little complicated. But simply put, he went missing recently, and after searching his home, we found evidence that led us here.
He came all the way to Sumeru for that? What was he going to do?
I doubt he came here to learn. He's much too old to start getting a basic education now. And from what I know of him, I doubt all he cares about is restoring his clan's honor. Nothing wrong with that idea in principle, but I'm not... As a knight and a member of the Lawrence clan, it's my duty to make sure he doesn't bring harm to others.
Oh, if this is true, then your cousin is quite a man of action.
Nor is daring to make me personally concerned about his safety. He has no...
You know, underneath it...
Yeah, she's the best. She brought me some...
He is family, after all. Anyway, I will make sure to find him and escort... Now, back to you. How and why did you all suddenly show up here?
I'm afraid that could be tricky. Master Tighnari is still at Pardis the Eye delivering his lectures. He isn't due back for a while. But I think I'll be able to help out. The description in the invitation letter is vague, but I'm pretty sure it's hinting at somewhere in the desert.
The desert?
Does that mean Mom's friend is from the desert? I guess I'll call her Auntie Desert.
I remember Mahamatra Sino once told me a strange rumor about that part of the desert. They say there's a secret domain there that can make... wait. He said I should just call him Sino.
Huh. A domain?
Wow. So is it...
I probably would have believed it a few years ago. But now that I'm a little old...
This explains a lot. The domain could well be a myth, but he probably figured he had nothing to lose. If you intend to search for this place, my cousin has quite a collection of books about Sumeru desert mythology on his shelves.
Can I come too? I think you might need me. You'll definitely need a local guide while you're in Sumeru. And
We have every confidence in your abilities, Kale. Our party grows...
I think it's super cool! I read in a storybook that on your own you can only have a drop of happiness, but in a group you have... So I'm sure Mom's friend will be super happy if I show up to visit and bring a whole bunch...
That's the spirit. In that case, let's get the magic invite to take us there.
Whoa! This
incredible sight.
Yes, the scenery is quite magnificent.
Are you okay, Eula? You don't look so good.
I'm fine. Just taking a moment to acclimatize. The air here is much dry. This area doesn't look very habitable, and I don't see a domain entrance.
Oh no.
Nope, you got it right. It definitely was. I said Gunjarvaville wrong earlier, but we still ended up in the right place.
Klee's right. We're in the right place. There's no doubt about that.
Phew. Maybe the entrance is hidden.
Who knows? We'll just have to start by...
Paimon's so tired and so thirsty.
We should have found something by now. Unless there's a problem with the magic invite.
Huh? How could that happen? Uh-oh. Did I break it by accident? But I didn't do anything.
It's definitely not your fault, Klee. See? Not even a wrinkle on it.
Does Miss Honorary Knight have... Paimon knows where you're going with this.
Interesting approach. Assuming we're right about this magic invite, that is to say, if it was sent from within the domain, the invite likely has some sort of connect...
Oh, I get it now. Plus, I know a...
what kind?
Of course! Mom said that if I ever need magic invite, Klee needs your aid. Do something now, so Klee's not afraid. Look, something flew over.
It looks like a bottle.
Remarkably effective. That's one trick I'll be keeping up my sleeve in the future.
Absolutely not. It's not my...
I suppose bottles are pretty common in Sumerian mythology.
A domain? In a bottle? Huh. Well, if there's one thing we learned in Liyue, guess there's one way to find out if this really is the way in. Come on!
Любим, умеем, практикуем называется. Чайник уже есть, теперь бутылка. Мы джинны,
We made it! That answers that question.
Не очень разговорчивая, потому что я немножко
Hey, don't run
устала.
off and leave us all behind.
7 капельку.
Look! There's a...
Incredible. It looked so... Everyone, I suggest that we stop here for a moment. We should take...
Since we're in a bottle, has anyone...
Oh, you mean the one about King Destret and the genie in a bottle? I've read it before, but I struggled with some of the vocabulary.
What's the story about, Kaya? Mom told me a story once about a group of adventurers who went to Bottle Land. But I don't think there was a magic bottle in that one.
Don't worry, Klee. I can tell you all about the story of the magic bottle. But if you keep running off on your own, you'll miss all the good parts.
Oh. Okay, I got it. I'll stay with the group from now on.
You sense it too, don't you, Kale? Something's not quite right.
Yeah, the scenery here is beautiful, but it's too quiet. And there's no sign of Klee's Auntie Desert here anywhere.
Maybe Auntie Desert lives way further down inside. This place is super big, just like Fischl's Immer Nachtreich. Oh, we still have a long way to go. Guess we won't know until we get there. Let's keep going. Hopefully we'll meet her soon.
It looks like no one set foot on this road for quite some time.
I agree. And the further we get, the more I feel like this place is a whole lot bigger than we imagined.
Hey, there's something strange up ahead. Let's check it out. Wow, it's a big ball of water. I wonder what it feels like. Can I touch it? It's so big that we could probably pass straight through it.
О, господи.
That's so scary. Stop getting behind.
Let's not touch it for now. We still don't know enough about our environment.
But we can't just do nothing at all because then...
I have a feeling that this could be the core that sustains this in which case, the moment we touch it, this place will instantly revert to its original size, with all of us still inside.
Yikes.
Okay. Paimon won't touch it. Jeez. Kaya, are we really gonna get squished inside a bottle?
Of course not, Klee. I'm sure the real core of this domain is hidden away in a very safe place. Somewhere like... over there, for example.
I was so nervous that I didn't notice that big wheel at all.
Wait, who goes there?
It's the one.
It doesn't seem hostile. In fact, don't you think it looks happy to see us?
Really? I don't think it's hungry.
Oh dear. I don't know about any...
Wait, don't go. Wait for us.
Why'd it stop? Maybe it can understand us after all.
Oh, I get it now.
Like the cats?
When you're walking around in Mondstadt City, sometimes it'll walk ahead of you for a while, and if you're Exactly. So let's see where this... Yep.
It went this way, right? Oh, hope we haven't lost it. Did the water droplet go into that cave? Another strange contraption. And there's a weird-looking wall over there.
This kind of looks like that ball of water we saw earlier. Did the water droplet bring us here because it wants our help with some...
What? Your friend? Don't be sad, water droplet. You bet. But how are we gonna save them? Do we have to... Nope, we can't do that.
Oh no! Where'd it go?
Look, the device has lit up. And it's projecting images onto the wall.
A two-dimensional space with objects of the same composition as the device nested in...
Yep, what Kaya said.
But how exactly do we enter the image on the wall?
Maybe...
Hold on, I think Klee's on. Since the water droplet appears to be the key that activated the mechanism, we may be able to follow it inside simply by touching the device. The principle is no different than how we entered this bottle domain.
Fair enough. Okay, deep breath, then head in. Aha! The box on the wall moved too!
Traveler, how do you feel after entering that two-dimensional space? Any physical side effects?
You sure seem fine to Paimon.
Well, I'm...
Good thing you is here to look out for everyone. Can't say the same for you though, Kaya. You're
Hey now, I only suggested that because...
Water droplet? Is there anyone else? Yep, you know, Oh, it ran off again. Hopefully...
Amazing. Come on, let's follow it. It looks like there might be a town up ahead. Huh. Maybe more people live in this domain than we thought.
And maybe that's where Auntie Desert lives.
Idea, the situation is now critical. I'm sure you've noticed just how much things...
But
This is your home.
well, I live here, but it doesn't actually belong to...
Huh? Paimon knows that voice.
Anyone else who comes into this domain in the future. But just imagine how different things could be if you maintain this domain. How miraculous it would feel to them to find such unimaginable beauty in the middle of a lifeless...
Oh, you're right.
Act now while you still can. You have to... The most important thing is to...
Well, but I take your point. I'll try my best to stop, but the question remains.
Paimon's figured out who it is.
Is it Miss Honorary Knight's friend from a faraway land? A divine priestess?
What's that? Is it a kind of mage?
What are you doing here? Huh? We have new visitors? Greetings, everyone. This is the Valurium Mirage. I'm so sorry that you have to see this domain in its current state of disarray. We are actively working on repairs, and...
Greetings, everyone. Hi.
It's all right. Just leave the introductions to me.
I kinda wanna...
This lady is a visitor to the domain. Have any of you heard of the Onmyo Chamber? This lady famously... Isn't that right, General? What's wrong?
Huh? Wait, so...
That doesn't sound like the divine... Uh-oh. Did she just get... Seems... Maybe I'd fit him... Some people call me a general, but it's...
Huh? Oh no. Sorry.
Call me whatever you like, Idia. The only important thing about names isn't...
Oh, I get it now. It's like that's... Klee can explain. So basically, in the story, a big... So, Miss Sangonomiya must be the super smart one who...
Perhaps a sage?
Indeed. Wisdom is an
Okay, well, I'll just call you that.
Fine by me. Sounds really at least cuter than my pen name. Well then, how should I address the rest of you? How could I ever forget you? But what about these esteemed ladies and gentlemen?
Wait, Klee wants a title too. Okay, got it. Kaya can be the master thief. Miss Honorary Knight can be... the knight. And Paimon will be the fairy.
master thief, huh? I did like playing pirates as a child, so I suppose this is an apt role for me.
Hold on a second. Are you saying the position of knight?
Yua can be the sword master who can cut through anything and also gets...
That's more...
And Kale can be...
No, I don't mind. Healer is a great role. Whenever I'm thinking of titles for myself, I usually imagine myself as an adventurer.
Don't
worry, Kale. You'll be the bestest healer ever.
You'll do fine. I heard you're good with bandages.
I can pitch a tent. Maybe you heard wrong?
This is a great idea. Once a new visitor arrives...
Oh, we can't leave you out, Miss Adia.
That's perfectly okay. I got it!
This wasn't in any...
Mascot?
Clee, maybe you could think up an even better...
A mascot, you say? Isn't that a character that doesn't have to...
Sounds like the idea of being lazy is pretty exciting to her.
The mascot serves to maintain troop morale, Adia. Don't underestimate your role.
Ah, alright. That's right. Thank you for bringing these...
Thanks, Water Droplet. See ya!
Water Droplet? Is that your pet name for it?
I
I suppose it's as accurate a nickname as any.
We
Спасибо
keep
всем,
getting
кто был.
sidetracked.
Надеюсь,
But I
что
believe you were
вы
saying
еще
something about being
вернетесь.
in a difficult predicament.
Всем до
Is
встречи,
something
всем
wrong
до
with the
завтра.
Valerian Mirage?